What's up, guys? This is going to be a video about my experience working at McDonald's. I've been working here for about 6 weeks now, and I wanted to tell you about my experience working here so far from this first 6 weeks, and also wanted to tell you a little bit about my first day and what you should expect if you're interested in getting a job here. So let's get it started. My first day at McDonald's. First of all, the first thing you want to do if you want to get a job here is apply online. Apply to the specific store that you want to get a job at, and then after that, you're gonna want to call in, ask for a manager, and be like, "Hey, I just applied online. Was wondering if I could follow up on my application and wanted to see if I could come in for an interview." And then once you do that, you get the interview. Hopefully, if that goes well, then they'll hire you. And then after that, you go to an orientation meeting, whenever that is. And then after that, it's your first day. And your first day, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my first day. My first day was a little bit different than most people. Hopefully for most of you, your first day is going to be pretty normal. It's going to be, you just go in there, they give you your uniform, and then you watch some training videos. You learn how you're going to be doing everything there by video, not hands-on, but just by video, which that's a pretty boring, in my opinion, day, but you know, it's a pretty easy day. But my first day was a lot different. My first day, I walked in, it was 9 in the morning. For those of you that know me, I'm not a morning person at all. I hate waking up early, unless it's for something important, then I don't mind. But so I guess for work I didn't really mind, especially my first day, but I'm not a morning person. But yeah, I went in at 9 in the morning. I was already nervous. It was my first day ever working. I got up early. I had a big breakfast. Not a McDonald's big breakfast, but a big breakfast homemade. And I was excited. I was a little nervous. It was my first day. Um, but yeah, so I walk in, talk to the manager. They gave me the uniform, tell me, alright, go change it to your uniform. And I guess they just assumed that I had already seen the training videos. Like I told you guys, you're supposed to watch those videos on your first day. This was my first day. But I guess they just assumed I had already seen those videos, so they put me on the register. And this is 9 in the morning. For those of you who have ever worked in food, especially fast food, 9 in the morning. If you guys do breakfast, that's just where rush hour is about to begin, for at least for breakfast. And so I had a guy, my friend Giovanni. He's a good guy. He shadowed me for like 15 minutes. He was watching what I would do. First 5 minutes, he'd show me what to do on the register, which is a little bit more complex than I was expecting, but it wasn't that bad. But he showed me for about 5 minutes, and then he watched me do the register, take orders for like 10 minutes, and then he's like, "All right, you're good to go." And I was a little nervous, but it was a breakfast rush. I was taking orders, and I was making a little bit of mistakes here and there, but I quickly learned from those because I had to. It was rush hour, and I had to not make mistakes because people are running late to work. They want to get their food right. They want to eat as soon as possible, and they want to eat what they ordered. So I had to learn, and that's how it was for me. It was a little bit overwhelming, and unfortunately that day I forgot to punch in to work. And for those of you who have ever had a job where you had to punch in, you gotta know, if you don't punch in, man, it sucks because you don't get paid. Unless the managers know that you were there, then and if they're cool about it, then they'll fix it on the computer and say that you worked that day. But because I didn't punch in, the managers didn't know that I was even there. Physically they knew that I was there, but they didn't know I was there on paper, and because of that, they didn't give me any breaks. Not because they didn't like me, but they just didn't know. And I went, and that was a pretty long day. That was like 7 hours. And for working, that's a very decently long day, especially for a high school student. I was 16 years old when on my first day. Now I'm 17. But yeah, I was 16. My first day ever. 7 days is a pretty long day, and I didn't get a single break. And it's not. And I was pretty sore from that. And I wasn't sore because it was like physically demanding. I'm in pretty good shape, and that wasn't physically demanding, but it's just standing up for 7 hours straight without being able to sit down for, you're supposed to get a half-hour break, you're supposed to get a 10-minute break, 2 10-minute breaks if you're a minor, 2 10-minute breaks and a half hour if you're a minor, if you're working a 7-hour day. So I was supposed to get 50 minutes of sitting down, relaxing, resting, and I didn't get any of that for 7 hours, and that was crazy. If any of you guys have worked 4 hours without a break, without sitting down, that's tiring, and I had to do that, but that's my own fault. So I learned after that, man, make sure you punch in. Make sure the manager knows you're there because you want to get paid. And alright, that was my little story, but now I want to go into telling you guys about what to expect if you're going to be wanting to work at McDonald's. If you want to know if this is the job for you, if you want to work at McDonald's, you got to be a people person. You got to be able to have a lot of patience and not take anything from customers personally. Especially if you're going to be working at the register where you're literally directly interacting with other customers. Sorry, let me grab my charger. You gotta, especially when you're directly interacting with customers, whether you're at the drive-thru handing out food or if you're at the register like I was, and you know, it's a food business. People go there when they're hungry and they're cranky. They're hungry. They want their food, rightfully so, and they want it made right. And you know, even if it's not your fault, if an order gets messed up, even if it's the cook's fault, and everybody knows it, even if it's the customer's fault for ordering the wrong thing, you know, they're gonna get mad and take it out on you. And you know, you just gotta learn how to take that. And I hate to sound rude saying that, but you just gotta be able to take that from people. And you know, if you've ever had like a brother or sister, family member, whomever, or a friend that's really annoying, then you should be used to it. And it's not like horrible. Like you'll get like on a bad day, you'll get like you get 5 rude customers. On a normal day, you'll get 1 rude customer. But majority of the customers are pretty cool. They're pretty nice. They're pretty understanding. They'll just be like, oh, it's your first day. Oh, it's your first few days. It's fine. No worries. Just if you could fix it, that'd be nice. You know, people are pretty cool in general. But you're gonna have to be able to deal with customers that are mad. But if you have a lot of patience, like I do, I feel like I have a lot of patience. And if you do have a lot of patience, then you know this job's gonna be fine for you. You gotta work well with people. You know, whether you're taking orders from customers, fixing the customer's order because either one of you messed it up, or it could be a cook that messed it up, or whatever. You just gotta be understanding and, you know, always put the customer first. That's just how it is. You know, if you have a short fuse, if you get pissed off real easily, if you don't like taking crap from people, if you like working alone, then this isn't the job for you. You gotta be able to work with others, because McDonald's, every single order, no matter how many people are there working that day, every single order is a group effort. You're working as a group to finish that order for the customers, so you got to be able to work well with groups. And if you can't do that, then the job's not for you. But overall, I've been working here for like 6-7 weeks now, and I really like it. Like, it's pretty cool. You get paid decently, and recently I got a couple of my friends to apply, and they got hired. So that's gonna make the experience a lot more interesting, a lot more fun. But yeah. Again, to wrap it up, it's not for everybody, but you know, if you meet the criteria that I shared with you guys, if you guys meet that criteria, then I think this is the job for you guys. This is a perfect job if you're in high school. You know, you're just trying to make a couple bucks in the summer like I am. Hopefully I'll keep the job over to school throughout the school year, but if you're just trying to make a couple $100 every 2 weeks, like I get paid like $370, $400 for 2 weeks. That's pretty decent, and I'm not working a lot of hours because I have other things. I do soccer, I'm boxing with my dad, I'm doing all this stuff. But you know, if you have a lot of time, and you know, if you weren't working here and you'd rather be playing video games, then you know, hey, you could be working and you could be getting paid, and you'll be talking to people, and you'll be having a good time, you know. So I feel like everybody should get a job if you're in high school, if you have the time. You know, it's always nice having a lot of money. It's always nice having extra money on you. I'm not saying you're gonna be rich, but you know, you're gonna be pretty rich for a student though. Like, as far as like, you're gonna have a lot of money to buy what you want, buy some clothes, all this stuff. So it's nice. Uh, but yeah, I hope this helped out, guys. And if you like this video, please like it. If you didn't like the video, dislike it, and please tell me why. If you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. Hope this helped. Peace out, guys.